The turning point. A journey to self-love. For as long as Mia could remember, life was a blur of convenience. Fast food, late-night work sessions, skipped workouts, and restless nights had become her norm. She was always too busy to take care of herself, convincing herself that self-care was a luxury she simply couldn't afford. She told herself she was fine, even as her energy dipped and her body begged for attention. Then, everything changed. One crisp winter morning, Mia woke up feeling unusually unwell. It wasn't the common cold or flu. This was something deeper. Her body felt heavy, her heart raced with the simplest movements, and she could barely catch her breath after climbing the stairs. It scared her enough to see a doctor. The diagnosis: early signs of severe hypertension and an impending risk of a heart attack. Mia was stunned. At just 32 years old, she hadn't imagined herself facing such a harsh reality. She sat in the doctor's office, tears streaming down her face as she heard the words, "Mia, your body is trying to tell you something. You need to listen before it's too late." That night, Mia lay awake, replaying her doctor's words in her mind. Her unhealthy habits weren't just taking a toll on her body. They were proof that she hadn't been loving herself the way she deserved. She realized she had been pouring her energy into work, other people, and distractions, but she had forgotten to pour into herself. The next morning marked a turning point. She stood in front of the mirror and, for the first time, spoke out loud, "I'm sorry for neglecting you, but I'm ready to change." The road to transformation wasn't easy, but Mia approached it with a newfound sense of determination. She started small, swapping sugary sodas for water, taking short walks after dinner, and cooking simple, nutritious meals. Each change was a step toward healing. She began to see her body not as something to punish or ignore, but as a partner that needed her care and attention. As weeks turned into months, the results were undeniable. Mia felt lighter, not just physically, but emotionally too. Her energy returned, her skin glowed, and she discovered a strength within herself that she never knew existed. Along the way, she also found unexpected joy in the little things: the crisp morning air during her jogs, the burst of flavor in a fresh salad, and the sense of accomplishment after finishing a workout. But the biggest change wasn't in her body. It was in her mindset. Mia realized that self-love wasn't about reaching a perfect weight or fitting into society's standards. It was about honoring her body, mind, and spirit every single day. She learned to celebrate her progress, forgive her missteps, and approach life with gratitude. One day, as she jogged past the park, she saw a version of her old self in a woman sitting on a bench, overwhelmed and lost in thought. Mia wanted to tell her, "You're worth it. Start small, but start today." Instead, she smiled warmly and silently hoped the woman would find her turning point too. Mia's journey wasn't just about transforming her lifestyle. It was about transforming her relationship with herself. And as she embraced her new life, she realized something profound. The most important relationship she would ever have was the one with herself. From that day on, she promised never to let that love fade again. Self-love isn't selfish, it's essential. When we learn to love ourselves, we create space for healing, growth, and fulfillment. Self-love is the foundation of all healthy relationships. First, we must nurture ourselves to truly give love to others. Loving yourself is not about perfection. It's about embracing your worth and showing yourself the same kindness you give to others. Self-love isn't about being perfect. It's about being kind to yourself, especially when you need it the most. The more you practice self-love, the more you realize how powerful you are and how deserving you are of happiness and peace.